welcome back to our class. So, how was your weekend? I hope you're all okay. So, let's begin the class with a prayer, which will be led by Jada. Jada, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, please lead the prayer.
Ah, Okay po. Let let us lower our head and close our eyes. God, thank you so much for today. I hope you will guide us, give our teacher the strength and wisdom to teach us, and I hope we can finish this day with what we have learned today. Thank you very much, God. Amen.
Amen. Okay, thank you, Jada.
Welcome, ma'am.
So, good morning once again, 9 Mars. So, welcome back to our second week of class. Okay, so let me first check the attendance. France, how many are absent today?
Good morning po. For today's attendance, ma'am, we have one absent po.
Okay, so I think that is Russell because he chat me a while ago that he cannot attend our class. Okay, so anyway, he will just catch up with the lesson. So let me remind you first of our online classroom rules. Okay, can you see my presentation class? Can you still
Yes,
see
ma'am.
it? Okay,
Yes.
Yes,
thank
ma'am.
Thank you. Okay, so I'm glad that you were on time 10 minutes before class. So nasasanay na, very good. So be prepared. I hope you have with you your ball pen and notebook so that as we go along with the discussion, you will be taking down notes and answering the task that will be given to you. So if your devices can, please turn on your camera. Ayan. And then do not eat while we are having our class. So water will be fine. It's okay if you have water with you, but do not eat while we're having our class. Okay? So dress appropriately. Ayan, wala akong nakikitang nakapantulog. Very good naman ang 9 Mars. Okay? And then mute your mic if you're not going to speak or if you're not reciting. And then if you have questions, you can raise your hand, use the hand raise button, ayan, to ask for a help or to ask a question. And lastly, this is the most important. So you have to enjoy this class. Yun naman ang importante. Aside from the fact that you're going to learn, you also have to enjoy. 'Di ba? Enjoy this day, enjoy our class. Okay, so let's proceed. So lesson 1, climate change. Lesson 1 for week 2, climate change. Yan. So the infograph can now show you what to expect for today's lesson. 'Di ba? Makikita ninyo that we will be discussing some of the facts that are related to the infograph that I've shown you. And I want you to remember this quote. Okay, so in any situation that you're having in your life, 'di ba? Even in the environment or sa pamilya, whatever, be always a part of the solution and not the pollution or not the problem, 'di ba? Okay, so let's have this one. As you can see here, ayan, why is Earth so sad? Yan. So let's find out. Ayan. Have you heard about what happened in Rodriguez last November? They were severely affected by the typhoon. So, si Earth pala is very sad because of what happened to Rodriguez last November. I don't want the same thing to happen again. O ayaw na daw niyang maulit yon if only they would listen. Would you like to join me in teaching them how to lessen the effects of climate change? So class, he is asking, would you like to join him daw? Would you like to help him? Would you be part of the solution? What's your answer? He needs an answer para mag-smile na siya. So what do you think? Are you going to help him?
Yes
Yes
po.
po.
Yes or no? Okay, so very good. So you promise that you will be committed, ah? Okay, next. Okay, so for our lesson objective, so at least 85% of you will be able to describe certain climate phenomena that occur on a global level specifically to Eunice. Will you please read? Eunice, kindly read nga po.
Define climate change. Ayun po ba,
Okay.
ma'am?
Yes. So our first objective is to define climate change. Next, what about Charles, Daniel? Please read our second objective.
Discuss the causes and effects of climate change.
Okay, so on your level, on your end, you should be able to discuss also the causes and effects of climate change. And lastly, Florine, kindly read.
Suggest ways to lessen the effects of climate change through poster making.
Okay, so you know now, di ba? You can now expect that you're going to have a poster making later on. Okay, so those are the three objectives that we have to tackle this morning. Okay, so for the expected outputs, okay, so it's divided into 5 stages, okay, some of which will be synchronous. We will be doing it while we're having the class. And then the other one or the last part, okay, you will be doing it asynchronous. Okay, so stage 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, next. Let's have a recap. Okay? So last time we were able to discuss, 'di ba, or differentiate climate and weather and the different factors that affect climate. Now I have here some words, jumbled letters, okay? You have to rearrange them to identify the word or phrase being described. Okay? So let's have the first one. Okay, so I will give you only 10 seconds to answer. Okay, anyway, it's just a review. Okay, will you kindly read and answer this one, Michelle? Okay, so I will click the clue pala. Yan.
It is a condition of the atmosphere over a long period of time. Ma'am,
Okay.
climate po.
Okay, very good. So kahit wala pang timer, nasagot na agad. Very good. That's climate. So remember, climate is a condition of the atmosphere over a long period of time. Very good. Next. Ayan. So skip na natin si timer. Anyway, it was answered already. Okay, next. What about France? Will you kindly try this one, France? Read and answer.
It means how far north or south of the equator a place is located. Altitude po.
What do you think? Okay, nice try, France. Yes, can we have Roxy?
Latitude po, ma'am.
Okay, yes. Oh, remember, latitude how far north or south of the equator is a place located. Okay, next. Okay, so that's latitude. Next one. Okay, who wants to try? Let's have. Will you kindly try this one, Jillian? Jillian. Ayan. Are you there? Okay, so let's have Jillian later. Maybe she's having an internet connection problem. Okay, yes, Ramdel. Will you kindly read and answer this one now?
It is a part of the ocean in which the water flows in a definite direction caused by wind moving over the ocean surface.
Okay,
Ocean
so 10
current.
sec. Okay, very good. So it's ocean current. Okay? So hindi na pala kailangan ng timer ah. All right, next one. Okay, what about this question? About this question? Yes, Jillian. Oh, Jillian is back.
It is a condition of the atmosphere over a short period of time. Weather po.
Okay, very good. So it's weather. Okay? Ayan. So, very good, class. So, you can still remember those terms. I think this one is the last. Who wants to answer? Who wants to try? Okay? Read and answer. I'll be calling somebody na lang. Will you try this one, Mariel? Mariel, are you there? Oh, it's two words. Okay? Comprises of two words. Ayan. Or read and answer, Mariel. Maybe she's having internet connection problem as well. Oh, who wants to try? Who wants Charles?
It is caused by the unequal heating of the Earth's surface plus the rotation of the Earth. Wind pattern, ma'am.
Okay, very good. It's the wind pattern. Okay, remember, it causes the unequal heating of Earth's surface plus the rotation of the Earth. Okay, so in a concept or again, remember, the climate, okay, is defined as the average pattern of weather over a long period of time. So it is being affected by the factors like altitude, latitude, wind pattern, ocean current, and the amount of rainfall. Okay, and weather naman on the other hand is the condition of atmosphere for a shorter period of time. So just remember the key terms, 'di ba? In comparing weather and climate. For weather, it just took place in a short period of time. Kaya nga sinasabi, 'di ba, ang buhay ay weather lang, okay? So meaning to say, it can change, okay? It can change easily. Unlike in climate, it would take longer period of time. Okay, so do you have any question regarding our last week's lesson?
None, ma'am.
Okay, none. So let's proceed. Okay, so stage one. Okay, so I would like to know what you already know about our discussions for this week, and of course, this is also to show an overview of the things that we're going to tackle. Okay, so for the direction, stage one, okay, you're going to choose between A or B. Choose the letter of the correct answer. Okay, so you may write down in your notebooks, okay, or in your answer sheets, stage one, okay. This is already your learning task one. Okay, so 5 items. Okay, so can you guess correctly? So you just have to choose between A or B. Okay? So I will flash and read the questions, and then I will call somebody to answer. Okay? So ano tayo ngayon? You will answer and then we will check it right away. Okay? So which of the following is not an effect of climate change? A. Change in weather and climatic pattern will not occur. B. Typhoons are becoming more likely and dangerous. Okay, I will give you 10 seconds to answer. Okay, who wants to answer the first question? Who would like? Okay, Michelle, which read the question and then the answer.
Which of the following is not an effect of climate change? A po, ma'am. Change in weather and climatic pattern will not occur.
Okay, so let's see if Michelle's answer is correct. Okay, so let's click letter A. Okay, very good. So it's letter A. So check your answers, class, if tama din sa number 1, if you got the correct, if you got the same answer. Okay, next, number 2. Okay, number 2. So I will read it first. What is the most appropriate definition of climate change? So, most appropriate definition of climate change. A. Climate change refers to significant changes in global temperature, precipitation, wind patterns, and other measures of climate that occur over a short period of time. B. Climate change is the significant changes in global temperature, precipitation, wind patterns, and other measures of climate that occur over several decades or longer. Which do you think is the answer? Is it A or B? Yes, Jillian.
B po.
Okay, so let's see if Jillian's answer is correct. Okay, very good. So the answer is letter B. Okay, next. Question number 3. Which of the following situations shows the effect of climate change? Okay, which is a situation that shows the effect of climate change. A. Hibernation of some animals happen at the usual time. B. Some species of plants bloom earlier than expected. Okay, so I will give you 10 seconds to answer. Okay, who wants to share their answer? Oh, which do you think shows the effect of climate change? Anyone? Oh, which is an effect of climate change? Or any answer? What about Janine? What's your answer, Janine?
A,
Is it
ma'am.
A or okay? So your answer is A. Let us see if she's correct. Okay, sorry, it's letter B. Okay, so one effect of climate change is that some species of plants bloom earlier than expected. So we will further elaborate that one later. So it's okay. Next. Okay, next number 4. So it is considered a greenhouse gas, protecting us from damaging sun rays. Effects are usually local than global. So which do you think is the one that protects us from damaging sun rays? Is it A, ozone, or B, methane? Okay, 10 seconds to write your answers on your answer sheets. Okay, so yes, let's have Ramdel. What's your answer, Ramdel?
A po, ma'am.
Okay, so let's see if he's correct. Okay, very good. So the answer is ozone. Okay, next. Okay, which picture shows a practice that lessens the effect of climate change? Okay, so look at the two picture. Which do you think lessens the effect of climate change? Is it A or B? Okay, who wants to answer? Who wants to answer? Yes, France.
Letter B po.
Okay, so let's see if Fran's answer is correct. Okay, very good. So it's letter B. Okay. So, yan. So, stage 1 cleared. Okay, so are you ready for the next level? But before that, I would like to ask of you, how many of you got the correct answer or got 5? Will you kindly write down in the chat box your scores? So I can see kung sino yun na yung mga may initial ideas. Ayan, very good. There are some of you who got already 4. It's okay if you got 1 mistake, 2 mistakes because it's just a pretest. Okay? So as we go along with the discussion, you will further understand it. Okay? Next. Yan. Okay. So do you know, class, what greenhouse gases are? Do you have any idea what are the greenhouse gases? An idea? Anyone? Okay, I will be calling somebody to answer. Any idea about greenhouse gases? Alexis, do you have any idea about greenhouse gases? Valdez?
None, ma'am.
None. Okay, so it's okay. We will discuss it naman. So later on, I'm sure you will be having ideas na. Okay? You have to listen, ha? So that you will be having an idea na. Okay, what about the others?
Sila po yung ano po, nag-a-absorb po ng ano, katulad po ng usok, yung mga ganun po.
Okay, so there, discuss them. Okay, so for stage 2, ayan. So, Psi vocab naman tayo. So, kindly write on your answer sheets, stage 2, Psi vocab. Okay, so all you have to do is choose a number to reveal the description of the vocabulary word. And then choose the correct answer in the given choices. Okay, so you have to give me a number and then choose the word that is being described in the given sentences. Okay. So, as we go along, you have to write down your answers, di ba? So, you have to number now your paper 1 to 10 and then we will be clicking those numbers. Okay? You will be giving me a number and then we will click the question. The choices are already on the balloon. So, ayan yung mga words or phrases that you will be using for your answers. Okay? So, who wants to give a number? Ayan, you may type in the chat box kung sinong gustong magbigay ng number. One? Okay, number 4. So, from Jillian, she said number 4. Okay, so let's click number 4. So, number 4, question. It is considered a greenhouse gas protecting us from damaging sun rays effects that are usually local than global. So what do you think is the answer? Yes, Janine. What do you think?
Ozone, ma'am.
Okay, so very good. The answer is ozone. Okay, so let's let go na ozone. Ayan, so this time, give another number and then read the description. Okay, just type in your answer in the chat box. Okay, so Janine said 3. O sige, Janine, you read the question. Ayan.
It is responsible for what is so-called greenhouse gas effect.
Okay, so what do you think is the answer? Anyone from the class who wants to answer? Have Jillian?
Greenhouse gases po.
Okay, so the correct answer is greenhouse gases. Okay, so let's let go now greenhouse gas. Okay, next number. So we're done with 4 and 3. Next number. Oh, give a number. Okay, France says 1. Okay. So let's click. Oh, France, read the question.
It is the increase in Earth's atmospheric temperature.
Okay, what
Global
do you
warming
think?
po.
Okay, the answer is global warming. Ayan, so let's let go now. Global warming. Okay, so ayan, may numbers na. Ramdel, okay, choose number 6. Okay, so Ramdel, will you kindly read the question?
The main source of this greenhouse gas is the use of synthetic fertilizer in agricultural activities.
Okay, so what do you think is the answer?
Nitrous oxide po, ma'am.
Okay, very good. So the main sources of this greenhouse gas is from synthetic fertilizer because sometimes the farmers cannot avoid using fertilizers, especially when they want to have better crops. Diba? Okay, so let's let go now for nitrous oxide. Okay, so I think we're done with number 5. Are we done with number 5? Let me check. Hindi pa pala. Okay, so Michelle, will you kindly read and answer number 5?
It is the emission coming from raising livestock and farming. Methane po, ma'am.
Okay, so the answer is methane. Okay, so Florine, will you kindly read number 7?
It is the energy sources we burn. Fossil fuels po, ma'am.
Okay, so okay, next, number 9. Janine.
It is the long-term average weather. Climate, ma'am.
Okay, so now of climate. Okay, so paulit-ulit si climate. Remember of the phrase long term. Okay, next, Goalies, Roxy. So number 2,
It is the worst
read and
green
answer, Roxy.
It is the worst greenhouse gas which plays an important role in regulating climate. Water vapor po.
Okay, okay. So the answer is water vapor. So next, and of course, oh, who wants to give a number? O others who were not able to give pa. Let's reveal number 8. Okay? So number 8. Let's see. Let's have Alexis. Alexis, will you kindly read number 8? Yeah, number 8.
It includes CFCs which were once used as refri, refri, ref,
Refrigerants.
refrigerants in air conditioners
Refrigerants.
and refrigerators.
Okay, so what's the answer?
Hindi ko pa talaga kita eh.
Hindi nakikita. The choices are halocarbons or earth. Which among the two?
Halocarbons po.
Okay, so the answer is halocarbon. So they include CFCs that are actually present in the refrigerants or in the freezers. Okay, and of course, for number 10, just like what Eunice read, it is the planet where we live in. Of course, the answer is Earth. Okay, so bye-bye gases. Ayan, so nahulog na sila. Okay? So that means stage 2 cleared na. Okay? So well done. Okay, well done, 9 Mars. So do you want more? Okay, so do you want more stages? Okay, so remember, we're doing this to help Earth. Okay, okay, so again, when we say greenhouse effect, okay, by definition, it is the process by which radiation from the sun is absorbed by the greenhouse gases and not reflected back into space. Just some of the sources, the one that we had during the sci vocab, are the different gases or the greenhouse gases. Okay, so we have here carbon dioxide, methane, or remember the formula, di ba? Recently, during our second quarter, we were able to discuss these things. Okay, so carbon dioxide, methane, ayan, nitrous oxide, perfluorocarbon, ayan, sulfur hexafluoride, and then hydrofluorocarbons. And in here, okay, I want you to take a look at the illustration or the infograph. Okay, so the small circles there, okay, just like this one, are actually the sources, okay, of these particular greenhouse gases. Okay, let me see if you can understand the graphic organizer. Okay, where do we get carbon dioxide ba based on the illustration here? Anyone? Anyone from the class? Can you still see the PowerPoint po? Yes. Yes, Charles?
Transportation po.
Yes, okay. So they can be from the vehicles, 'di ba? Because they are burning gasoline, okay? So that's a source of carbon dioxide. Okay, another one we also have ayan, crude and oil, fossil fuel combustion. Ayan. What about methane? Where do we get methane ba? What are some sources of methane? Anyone? Yes, France.
Agriculture po, natural gas,
Oh,
tas landfills po.
Okay, so next, what about nitrous oxide? What are some sources of nitrous oxide? Yes, Florane.
Manufacturing, agricultural soil management, nitrous oxide, tas cars po,
Nitro.
ma'am.
Okay, and yes. Okay, what about last one? Let's have hydrofluorocarbons. What are some of its sources? Yes. Anyone? Hydrofluorocarbons, the one in yellow. So, what are some of its sources? Yes, France.
Semiconductor manufacturing po.
Okay, so they are from manufacturers of semiconductors. Okay, take a look at this one. Okay, this pie graph shows us the different distributions of greenhouse gases, okay, emission. Okay, so each of them have different percentage, right? Okay, by looking at the pie graph class, which gas is the highest contributor of greenhouse gas? Yes, can we have Jillian?
Carbon dioxide po.
Okay, so carbon dioxide is considered to be the greatest contributor of greenhouse gas. So again, they came from fossil fuels and industrial processes. Actually, they are divided into two, di ba? One that is natural and the other one that is man-made. Okay? Next, what about the lowest one? Which do you think is the lowest contributor of greenhouse gas? Which one? Yes, Florane?
Nitrous oxide.
Again? Take a look at again the pie graph.
F gas.
The?
F gases po, ma'am.
Okay, so F
Sorry
gases,
po,
which,
mali.
it's okay, it's okay. So F gases or the fluorinated gases, which only have 2%. Okay? So these are actually coming from your refrigerants and freezers. Yung mga aerosols, yung mga ini-spray natin. Okay? So they are actually contributing as well to greenhouse gas. Okay, next. Now, so we know naman, di ba, that greenhouse gas is also important for us because it serves as a protection for us, di ba? And it balances the temperature that we have in on Earth, di ba? But what happens if the concentration of these gases in the atmosphere will be beyond the normal concentration? So what do you think, class, will happen? What do you think? Or if there is too much carbon dioxide that is released, okay, what do you think will happen? Okay, if there is too much F gases that is being used, what do you think will happen? Yes, Michelle.
Yung greenhouse, hindi niya po kayang ma-absorb po lahat ng mga gases. Kaya po nagkakaroon po ng climate change.
Okay, exactly. Very good, di ba? So, of course, everything has limitations. Everything has its limiting capacity, di ba? Capacity that we can only control. And beyond that, at times, the greenhouse gas can no longer control. Thus, it will lead to problems like global warming, and in a bigger picture, it results into climate change. Okay, so let's take a look at first global warming. So by definition, okay, so again, global warming, the gradual increase in Earth's temperature caused by high levels of greenhouse gases in the atmosphere. Okay, so are you familiar with this place? Have you been here? Nakarating na ba dyan sa lugar na yan, class? Have you been there?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, okay. So, Florane, saan nga yan, Florane?
Sa Wawa po, ma'am.
Yes, it's actually in Wawa, di ba? It's a famous scenic spot in our municipality, di ba? Isa ito sa mga dinadayo ng mga turista in our place, okay? So, actually, there is a story about this one, di ba? I know some of you already know this. So, it's about Bernardo Carpio, di ba? So, trivia time. So, legend has it that in olden times daw, folk hero Bernardo Carpio, a demigod and giant of extraordinary strength, okay, our version of Hercules or Atlas in the Greek mythology, was said to hold the two mountains apart with his mighty hands to prevent them from colliding. So, sabi, okay, nasa gitna daw si Bernardo Carpio. He is preventing the two mountains, okay, the Pamitinan and the Binakayan, okay, to collapse. Okay, so that's the legend behind this famous scenic spot. Now, I want you to look at these two pictures. Okay, so picture A and picture B. Can you spot at least two differences which you can observe among the two? What can you observe? Ayan. So, I'll give you 2 minutes to study the picture. Ano ba yung nakikita ninyong changes or what are the differences that you can see? Okay? So, I will be calling somebody to at least share his or her observation. Yes? Let's hear from Ramdel. What's your observation, Ramdel?
Ma'am, na-observe ko po, ma'am, sa picture A po, ma'am, yung mga puno po, ma'am, tas yung puno po, ma'am, tas yung tubig po sa picture A po, ma'am, yung tubig po sa taas, mataas po yung water level niya kaysa sa picture B. Tas yung mga puno po, ma'am, makapal pa po.
Okay, thank you, Ramdel, for your observation. What else? What about Jada? Jada, what are your observation? Will you kindly compare the two pictures? What changes had happened as time passes by? Okay, yes, Florine, what do you think? Will you share your thoughts about this one?
Ma'am, yung una po, malinis po siya. Tapos po,
Okay.
sunny. Tapos yung pangalawang pic naman po, makakalat po kasi may mga cottages po sa gilid. Tapos cloudy naman.
Okay, that's a good observation as well. Okay, combining the answers of your classmate, diba? As we can see here in the picture A, diba? We can see that the trees are still very evident in the two mountains, diba? And then yung water level, okay, water level is still wide, diba? Malawak pa siya and then mataas pa, okay? And compared to picture B, 'di ba? In picture B, it's we can observe here that there are few trees already, 'di ba? So few na, and then we can see the dryness of the place, 'di ba? And then bumaba na yung level of water, okay? And then others were able to establish na or put on some cottages, okay? So that is the difference. Okay? So, do you think, class, it's a result of climate change? Can this be an effect of a climate change? Yes or no? You may type in your answers on the chat box. So, yes. Okay, so it can be an effect of climate change. Okay, so what do you think will happen if this global warming won't be given attention or action? Janine, what do you...
Sira, ma'am, yung kalikasan.
Okay, so there will be a destruction of the ecosystem, okay, or the place that where we live in. Okay, thank you, Janine. All right, so it will actually lead to climate change. Yan. So by definition, again, when we say climate change, it is the significant change in global temperature precipitation, wind patterns, and other measures of climate that occur over several decades or longer. So climate change class, it doesn't happen naman in just an instance, di ba? Hindi yung basta-basta nagkaroon lang ng climate change. It's a collective effect of the actions that we do, di ba? Yung mga man-made and then the natural things that happens. Okay, those all things results. Okay, cumulative siya, and then the result is climate change. Okay, so there will be, as we can observe now, di ba? We are experiencing global temperature changes, precipitation, and other factors. So what are the causes ba? So causes of global warming are the following. Okay? So first one is burning of fossil fuels. We cannot avoid such thing, 'di ba? Hindi naman natin ma-avoid because we depend on it, 'di ba? And then another thing, intensive farming to produce crops and livestock raising. We cannot totally remove that practice, 'di ba? Because of course, we eat meat, 'di ba? It's part of our diet. Okay? Next, deforestation and conversion of forests or other purposes. Ayan. It's sad that the number of mountains and landscapes in our country is decreasing already because most of it are converted na into subdivision, ayan. And then of course, our human activities. Yan. Yung proper segregation natin of trash, 'di ba? At times we cannot avoid even if many times we will be taught not to throw garbage anywhere, minsan hindi pa rin natin napapractice. Okay? So all of these things, all of these factors leads to climate change. Okay? Okay, news bite tayo. Okay? So according to CNN Philippines, Rodriguez Rizal was tagged as one of the hardest hit areas of Ulysses, wherein many people suffered flooding that led to the evacuation of many residents. Ayan. So were you able to experience that one? Reason why Earth was so sad a while ago, di ba? In the beginning of the lesson, he was so sad. Okay? Because we were hardly heated by the typhoon. Okay, next one. So I want to know, okay, of your thoughts and your experiences. Okay? So for stage 3, okay, you will be having a group work. Okay? Stage 3, the causes and the effect of why do you think Typhoon Ulysses hardly hit Rodriguez Rizal. Okay, so we will be transferring to Jamboard. Yan. Using Jamboard, you have to type in the causes. Okay, you will be using yellow sticky notes. Why do you think Typhoon Ulysses hardly hit Rodriguez Rizal? And on the other hand, you will be using blue sticky notes. Okay, what are the effects of this typhoon to you and your community? Okay, so you may talk with your group mates using your group chat per group. Okay, I will be monitoring it. I will give you 3 minutes to finish this activity. Okay. So let's proceed to Jamboard. I will be giving you the link. Ayan. This one is the link. I will type it on the chat box, class. Will you kindly proceed po? Ayan. So this link. Okay. All of you can access this one. So I will be monitoring you, class, in your group chat. Okay. So share your thoughts with your classmates, with your group mates, collaborate, contribute your experiences. Ayan. So causes, your guide question is, why do you think Typhoon Ulysses hardly hit Rodriguez Rizal? Okay? And on the other side, what are the effects of Typhoon Ulysses? Ayan. So you have here your board for you to write in your answer. So group 1, 2, 3, and of course group 4. Okay? So I'll 3 minutes starts now. Do you have any question, class? Do you have questions? Any question po? Okay, I think there's no more questions. So I will be proceeding to your to your group chat to monitor if everyone is cooperating. Okay? Having difficulty accessing the Jamboard? Nagkakaproblema ba tayo?
Opo, ma'am. Naka-view only lang po. Hindi po ma-edit.
Okay. So, thank you for the feedback. Okay, so for the meantime, you have to talk now with your group mates, diba? While I'm fixing the link. Ayan, so talk among your group mates. O, share your ideas. Ayan, so I think you can access it now. Can you access it now, class?
Yes po.
Okay, thank you for the feedback. So, you may write now your answers. 2 minutes to do that. Okay, so let me check what you're doing in your group chat. Maybe you're not talking with about your topic. Let me see if you're sharing your thoughts. Ayan, so you're talking now with your group mates. Group 3, Group 1, yes, it's okay. Anyone from the group can answer. Anyone. Okay, all of you have access naman. Okay, so on group 2. Okay, yes. Okay, so your leader is explaining the question further. Very good. Okay, what about group 4? What are you doing now, group 4? Okay. So, everyone is on their task naman. Your board, 2, 3, 4. Ayan, group 4 already answered. Okay, very good, group 4. What about group 1, 2, and 3? Still on the process of answering. Okay, 3, ayan, working on it. Group 4. Ayan, done na ang group 4. Group 3, effects na lang ang kulang. Group 1 and 2. Okay, sige po, I'll give you another 2 minutes to finish. Okay, time's up. Yan, finish or not finish. Okay, so stop writing on the Jamboard. Ayan, so pay attention here na class. So, i-X muna ang GC. Okay, so focus on the lesson now. Okay, so let's see your answers. Okay, let's see what you've got, what you've answered. Okay, from the group 1, will you share to the class what are the causes? Why do you think Typhoon Ulysses hardly hit Rodriguez Rizal? What was your answer? Anyone from the group 1? Cause.
Ma'am, ako na lang po, ma'am.
Yes, yes.
Because, ma'am, due to the constant cutting of trees and dumping of garbage everywhere.
Okay, so group 1 says that maybe one of the cause why we were hardly hit by Typhoon Ulysses is due to the constant cutting of trees and dumping garbage everywhere. So basically, yes, we were the ones who contributed it as well, diba? Because of the practices that we do, okay, that's the reason why we experience Typhoon Ulysses. Next, what about group 3? Can you share to the class what is the effect or how did it affect you? How did Typhoon Ulysses affected you? Group 2? Any member from group 2?
Ako po, ma'am. Ayun po.
Okay.
Yung naman po, yun po yung kawalan ng trabaho at mga gamit sa bahay. Tapos yun, dahil po nasira o nawala o inanod po ng tubig. Tapos yun din po yung mga namatay o nasaktan.
Okay, so basically one of the effect, 'di ba? One of the effect of Typhoon Ulysses is that some people lost their job and their properties as well. Okay, so it's very sad, 'di ba, that we have to experience such things. Okay, class, see the causes, okay? Based on the answers, based on your answers, 'di ba, from all the groups, 'di ba? We can see common thing 'di ba? We can see common reason why we were hardly affected by Typhoon Ulysses. And what do you think is that, class? Florane.
Ano, ma'am? Yung hindi po pagsunod ng mga tao ng tamang pagtatapon po ng basura at saka yung pagpuputol din po ng mga puno.
Okay, exactly, 'di ba? Also is because of us, because of the practices that we are doing, 'di ba? Tayo din yung naging reason. Though it's a natural disaster, 'di ba? The effect, okay, that we experience is severe because of the practices that we do. Okay, now, just like the question of Earth a while ago, will you take part in lessening the effects of climate change? Magta-take ka ba ng, will you help in raising awareness on how we will help lessen this effect? A while ago, yes, okay. So, are you seeing my presentation now, class? Nakikita na po ba ulit?
Opo, ma'am.
Okay, so let's clear na tayo. Are you ready to be part of the solution? Now it's your turn. Okay? What can you do to be part of the solution? Okay, so we have here another activity. Let's fight climate change. Okay? Show yourself doing the emoji heart. Ayan. So, ipapakita ninyo emoji na heart. Ayan. If it shows ways to lessen the effect of climate change, and then sad face naman, ayan, bubusangot kayo, okay, if it does not show, okay, or demonstrate action to lessen the effect of climate change. Okay, for number 1, ayan, who would like to answer? Who would like to open their camera and show the answer?
Heart po, ma'am.
Will you show yourself in the camera?
Heart po.
Dapat ikaw nag-action. Heart. Like that. Okay. So, the answer is heart. Okay? Yan. Because it's a part of educating people. Diba? All the efforts that are done in lessening the effect of climate change will be useless. Diba? If people are not well educated on what to do. Diba? Even though there are lots of programs that are being discussed, discovered, or given, if people are not educated enough to about those advocacies, diba? It's useless. Okay? So now you can be part of the ones that educating people on how to lessen the effect of climate change, diba? Next. What about this one? Ramdel. Will you kindly open your camera and show your answer? Ramdel?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Oh, open your camera. What do you think is the answer? What? Ramdel?
Di ko, ano ma'am? Di ako makasimangot.
Hindi ka makasimangot. But your answer should be? What?
Sad po, ma'am.
Sad. Okay. So, very happy person siguro si Ramdel kaya hindi siya marunong magsimangot. Okay. So, of course, it's a sad face. Okay? Because it's wasting energy. Okay? So another way by which we can lessen the effect of climate change is by conserving energy. Okay, so you have to cut down unimportant use of energy at home. Diba? If you're not using the electric fan, then unplug it. If you're not using the television, unplug or turn it off. Diba? Okay. If the room is too bright, then do not use the light anymore. Diba? Okay, next. Another one. Okay, so if you have budget, di ba? Yan. We can use materials or use of renewable energy at home. When we say renewable energy, they are clean energy that comes from natural sources, di ba? Or processes which can save money. Okay, energy and reduce greenhouse gas emission. Okay, next, what about this? A traffic jam. What do you think, Franz? What can be the emotion that can be seen here? Yes, Franz?
Sad face po, ma'am. Di po ako makasad
Okay.
face.
Sad face din. Okay. So, it's also sad face because of the traffic jam. Okay. So, as you can observe in the picture, others naman, isa lang yung laman ng sasakyan, di ba? So, maybe, okay, or because of too many vehicles, the volume of vehicles on the streets, they are releasing too much carbon, which is not good in the environment. Okay? So, reduce carbon emission. Okay? So, instead of riding vehicles, pag short distances lang naman, for example, you're just going to visit a friend from the next street, di ba? Yung susunod na street lang, huwag ka nang magkotse, di ba? You can walk or you can use your bike, di ba? So, it's a practice that we can do to help lessen the effect of global climate change. Another one. Ayan, what do you think? Okay, so X ngayon si meat and then you're going to eat plenty of vegetable and fruit. What do you think, Jillian? Is it a happy or sad face? Jillian? Okay, it's heart. Very good. Okay, heart siya. Yan. So, kasi, di ba, ayan, instead of relying on livestock, we can adopt a plant-based diet. Ayan. I'm not saying naman na totally you will remove the consumption of meat kasi meat also is important to our body naman, di ba? But of course, if we can reduce, di ba? We can reduce the consumption, hindi yung araw-araw puro meat ang kinakain. Okay? So, adopt a plant-based diet. Okay, next. What about this one? O yan. So, I want my land bank. Oh. Who wants to answer? Oh, let's hear from Eunice. Eunice, what do you think? Does it shows lessening the effect or contributing pa siya sa effect ng climate change? What do you think, Eunice? Yes? Have you shown yourself na, Eunice? Eunice? Yes? Okay, so sad face si Eunice. Okay? So that's correct. It should be a sad face. Why? Because it does not preserve forest. Diba? Nagka-cut siya ng trees. So with that, we should be an advocate of avoiding illegal logging. Okay? Instead, plant more trees. Okay? Let's replace those trees that were cut. Okay? Especially in our place, di ba? Okay, another one. What about this one? Jada. Jada? Are you still... What's your answer? What do you think? Is it a heart or sad?
Heart po, ma'am.
Okay, ayan na. Okay, so it's heart. Okay, so using all 3 R's. So as you can see here, di ba? Yan. So, reduce, recycle, and reuse. Okay, so practice the use of 3 R's, and then not all trash should go to incineration plant or dump site. Others, you may recycle it, you may reuse it. Diba? Even big companies are already adopting. Do you know Adidas? Diba? Yung Adidas, they are already using the plastic bottles, okay, as a material for creating shoes. Okay? So, as also, di ba, tayong simple individual, we should also be practicing 3R. Okay, so stage cleared. So those are the things, the ways by which you can fight climate change. Now, let's finish this battle in lessening the effects of climate change. Yan. So, are you aware of the different advocacies and programs of your community that focuses on fighting climate change? So, are you aware of some of the advocacies? Aware ba kayo? May mga alam ba kayong ginagawa sa school, sa barangay, or sa municipality na mga advocacies ninyo? If none, then here are some of them. Okay. When we talk of our municipality, Rodriguez, ayan, so we actually adopted a project from BFAR, Phonic Project. This is to address, di ba, recently kasi because of the pandemic, nagkaroon tayo ng shortage in terms of plant-based diet. Yung mga vegetables and fruits natin, hindi na nakakarating dito sa Manila. Okay? Because most of them are being planted on provinces. So, with the help of BFAR, ayan, the municipality of Rodriguez is advocating aquaponic project. So ayan, so you may put in the system in your house wherein you can plant yan using recyclable materials, ayan, and then meron siyang water system. Okay, if you want to know more about this one, you can visit the Facebook page of Rodriguez. Okay, next, another one is barteran sa barangay. Ayan. So, in the barangay naman, as a solution to garbage disposal problem, ayan, so the barangay, ayan, initiated a project entitled Barteran sa Barangay. Imagine, you can exchange your waste. Okay, yung mga garbage ninyo, pwede nyo siyang i-exchange into goods like rice and other things. Okay, so may pointing system siya. Okay, you can also check the barangay page, yan, Facebook page for more information. And of course, hindi magpapatalo ang school natin, di ba? I know very well that you are very familiar with this one. Okay, so in our school, we are advocating zero waste. Okay, so nung face-to-face, ayan, so wala tayong makikitang trash bin in any part of our school, di ba? Because each of us, even teachers and other staff, di ba, we are bringing our own bin or eco bags rather. Okay, so meron tayong dalawang eco bags na dinadala, right? The green and the red. Okay, so wherein we are obliged to bring our own eco bags to put on our own garbages. So what is the message of the zero waste? We are actually being taught of how to be responsible in our garbage. Diba? So kung ayaw mong magtatabi ng garbage sa eco bag mo, so you will lessen the fact that you're contributing garbage, diba? So those are some of the many advocates around us, okay? So you can read other things, okay, online, yan. So you will be informed, okay? So for the last part, ayan, so stage 5, my turn. So do you have any question, by the way? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, no question. So for stage 5, my turn. Now it's your turn to make a poster on how you can help lessen the effects of climate change. Okay, this one, as I've said, will be an asynchronous activity. It will be part of your assignment. Okay, all you have to do is to create a poster, okay, that will lessen the effect of climate change. Okay, so we will be following the GRASS method in performance tasks. Okay, G, which stands for goal. Your goal is to create a poster showing activities and how you can help lessen the effects of climate change. Another thing, your role. Okay, you're now an artist. Okay, today you will act as an artist. Okay, the audience, ayan, of course, the community, because it's part of educating people. Okay, situation, this will be the situation. So, imagine or assuming, di ba, as part of the celebration of the Earth Hour, the municipality of Rodriguez will conduct a mural painting. One representative from each school will be chosen to represent the school. So, you will all be undergoing elimination round, okay, as part of the contest initiated by Municipality of Rodriguez in part of the celebration of Earth Hour. So only one will be chosen to represent the school for the mural painting. Of course, for your product or performance is your poster. Okay, so guidelines. Don't worry, everything is posted in the Google Classroom. You may check it. Okay, so you have to use long bond paper, use only black ink marking pen. Ayan, turn in your work in the Google Classroom until Friday only. Okay, so rubrics or the standards. Ayan, so this will be the standard of your output. So for the category, ayan, so each will be having equivalent points. This one is also posted in your Google Classroom. So for the criteria, let me read it to you. So 60% will be on the content, okay? 20% will be on creativity and design, and 20% will be on the attractiveness. So just be creative, okay? Be creative in doing your output. Okay, do you have any question with regards to your performance task? Because that will be offline activity. Okay? But anyway, you can PM me naman. You can send me private message if you have questions with regard which is about your performance task. Pwede pong magtanong, don't be shy. Okay? So I will count 5. If you don't have any question, we will proceed with the other part of the lesson. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, very good. Next. Okay, so last part po. Ayan, is a post test. Let me see if there will be difference now between your pre-test score and post-test. Okay, tignan natin if you understood the discussion. Okay, so I will be flashing the questions. All you have to do is to write down the answer. Okay, check and answer ulit tayo. Okay, so choose the correct answer. Number 1, will you kindly read the question? France.
What is the most appropriate definition of climate change?
Okay.
Letter B po.
Okay, so the answer is letter B. Okay, check your answer. Next. What about Charles Arisgo? Will you kindly read and answer question number 2?
Which of the following situations shows the effect of climate change? B, ma'am.
Okay, so let's see if he is correct. Okay, very good. Next. Okay, you have to check your own answers then, ah. I hope you're answering as well. Okay, next. Eunice. Eunice? Naka-mute ka pa yata, Eunice. Kindly turn on your microphone. Ayan. Number 3. Read and answer.
Which of the following is an effect of climate change?
Not.
Is not an effect of climate change. A, ma'am.
Okay, so let's see. Okay, correct. Next. What about this one? Okay, let me call on Jada. Jada, are you still there?
Yes po,
Ayan.
ma'am.
Please
Opo
read the
po.
question.
Which picture show a practice that lessen the effect of climate change? B po, ma'am.
Okay, the answer is letter B. Okay, next. And the last one, can we have Janine? Yes, Janine.
It is considered a greenhouse gas protecting us from the damaging sun rays effect are usually local than global. Ozone, ma'am.
Okay, the answer is ozone. Okay, so count the number of correct answers. Kindly type on the chat box your scores. Okay, let me see. Let me see. Ayan, 5. So, majority of you got 5. Okay, so I can see that at least 90% got 5, diba? So, from the pretest a while ago, some of you got 3 and 4 and then 2, diba? But for the post-test, you got 5/5. So, I think we achieved the learning objectives that we set for today's lesson. And lastly, another activity, offline activity. Ayan, congratulations. All stages complete. Okay, so time to reflect. Okay, this one will be done in your Google Classroom na lang. Okay, so the template is already there. So you have to complete the questions. I understand that. I realize that. Okay, in the scale of 1 to 5, 5 is the highest. How will you rate your performance for this lesson? And then the reason why. Okay, and then for the last one, I wish to know more. So what are the other questions that you would like to ask pa about? Okay, right? So do you have any question, clarification? Questions? Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So I don't see any questions na even in the chat box. Okay, so I think everything is clear. Okay, so just do your tasks, asynchronous or the offline tasks. Okay, everything is present in your Google Classroom. Okay, now I want you to leave with this message. Okay, class, remember, always in any aspect of life, okay, even not only in lessening the effects of climate change, we should always be part of the solution and not the problem or the pollution. Ayan. Why? For us to achieve a perfect world. Ayan. For us to have a healthy planet and healthy people. And with that said, thank you and see you again next week. Okay? Goodbye, class. See you again and keep safe. Ayan. Practice health protocols. Ayan. And happy learning.
Bye po.
Bye-bye po.
Okay.
Bye po,
Thank you
Bye.
po.
ma'am.
Bye
Bye
po.
po, ma'am. Thank you
Thank
po.
you po.
Okay.
Bye-bye, ma'am. Thank